Self-made millionaires and billionaires have one thing in common.
One simple fact.
And I'm not out here trying to make money off of you. I'm out here trying to help you. When you truly want to help somebody out, that's when you have a business.
When you change your mindset, I think that's basically you change your world, because mindset is really everything.
Thought that you keep thinking over and over again becomes a belief.
You've got to begin to think about the things you want to materialize in your life on a regular basis and think about it repetitiously.
There's been like 3 or 4 multi-million-dollar opportunities that I've had. And every time I have them, I have to call John. They say no to $100 million deals.
Yep.
Because they're like, no, I'm going for the billy.
You're going to get tested. If you don't properly overcome the test, you get set back. I remember the day I was walking around the car park, pushing trolleys, snow. It was like raining that night. I used to push them in the snow, the rain, the cold. And I'm like, looking at my Shopify account, I made £1,000 that day. So I was like, bro, I'm making more money online than I am from my job. I'm gone.
I walk around this car park at work now, and I'm making more money from my phone than I do walking around this car park. I think it's time to leave. Grateful and blessed.
Well, you quit that?
But I went and told my boss that night, I said, yo, I'm quitting, bro.
This is John. In the past few years, he's gone from working at Sainsbury's and using food stamps to pay for restaurants to making over 50 grand a month from his business.
This is the ultimate power couple. How long you guys been together?
10 years, man. A decade. Wait, and half. 10 years, man. How old are you guys? We're 23, so we met at 13.
So kick back, relax, block out the notifications, the drama, and all of the other suggested content. And watch this video to the end, because I promise you, somewhere in this video is exactly what you've been looking for. All right, my bro, welcome to the podcast, bro.
Tyrell, it's been a long time coming, my bro.
Bro,
A long time coming.
absolute movie, bro, absolute movie. Since we started this journey, bro, it's been 4 years since we last seen each other, right?
Bro, it feels surreal sitting in front of you right now as we're filming this in Dubai as well.
Yeah.
We met, bro, when was it? Back in Iman's party in London 4 years ago.
The only networking event.
That's the last time we met as well. And I remember, bro, when it was like the end of the party and you were talking to Mia, and I came over and we chatted, and we maybe spoke for maybe 5-10 minutes, but I was like, this is my guy for life. I just knew it. And then from then we stayed in contact, back and forth, always speaking on Zoom calls and stuff like that. You would be in Thailand, I'll be in London, all over the world. And then we said, we need to do a podcast. I said, we got to do it in person. I don't know when. And here we are now, bro, chilling in Dubai.
Of course, my bro, of course.
And it's come full circle, man. Like, we've both come a long way, and obviously we're going to jump into that today, but...
Bro, you've been the only guy I'd call up when it came to big deals. There's been like 3 or 4 multi-million-dollar opportunities that I've had. And every time I have them, I have to call John.
If I remember that time you called me randomly, I was in Mexico. I'm in Tulum and I get this, you called me on some weird thing as well. What did you even call me on, bro? It was like
Telegram or
some random thing, bro, out of nowhere. And I was like, yo, and I just gave you game on what to do. But what did I say, bro? I said, you got to operate like your future self, man. That's why I always tell people that you've got to be, if you're thinking about making a decision, it's like, well, how would my future self think about that? What would they do? And when you step into that, bro, it's one of the first things I told you, remember years ago, and you were saying to me, John, man, I got this client, I charge them 1,500, but they're telling me they want 750. I said, Tyrell, man, I said, what would your future self do is making 10 grand? Is he going to say yeah to that or no? And you said no. And I remember that's when you took off, bro. And I've seen this happen for many, many people. Because what are you doing when you do that, bro? You're putting yourself on the frequency of your future reality. Mm-hmm. Most people operate from their lower self, and you keep attracting more of that into your life. So you've got to step into that future reality now. Even when it's scary, that's the time you got to do it, when you fear it, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because like at every level you tested. Like you tested at the brokey level with the little $1,000, $500. Bro,
you tested at the 10K, 100K. You tested at the $1 million. Like I've watched some things with like Zappos, like CEOs. And they're like, they say no to $100 million deals.
Yep.
Because they're like, no, I'm going for the billy.
This is it, bro. You said the word there, test. That's all it is, man. You're going to get tested. And how you respond to the test is like, I was saying this to myself the other day, it's like a game, right? You either go up a level or you go back down a few levels. And if you don't properly overcome the test, you get set back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it could be, bro, it could be little things. Like, are you wasting time on social media? Whatever your future self would be doing, you know, right? They know what it is.
It starts small.
The little things, bro. Death by 100 cuts, right? Death by 1,000 cuts. And it's like, you know in your heart, you're like, I should be doing this, I shouldn't be doing that. Whether it's your habits, your routines, Whether it's saying yes to certain things, no to certain things. When you step away from that and you enter into that future version of you, that's when you level up, bro. I swear to you, that's the key right there. It's like, who would you be at the level you want to be at? The more you step into that man, that version of yourself, you attract opportunities to you. Everything starts to unfold in perfect timing, man.
100%, bro. It's like, I call it the mirror person. Like sometimes I think, okay, what would the future me do? And I just imagine him looking at me, and it just looks like a completely different person. Just wham. And I'm looking at it and thinking like, oh shit, I need to be following what this guy's doing.
Bro,
you know, like you intrinsically know what you should and shouldn't be doing.
Yep.
And it's like you said, it's all about those choices. So let's get into the story, because who you are now is not the person who you was when you was working at Sainsbury's.
Just a little different, bro. Just a little different.
Just a little bit different. So tell me the journey about, when you got started.
Yep.
And what actually put you on this path?
All right, so my journey began when I was like probably 15 years old, if I'm being honest with you. And I went to this work experience in the BT Tower in London, yeah. And
The trap.
Bro, I was in the trap. I was like, yo, I was in the work experience, and I'm getting the tube there to the work experience every day. That in itself was a nightmare, rush hour in London. And I'm in this, the BT Tower, I'm in the offices, right? Everyone's telling me, yeah, this is what I do. I remember very clearly this guy says to me, yeah, we get 28 days holiday a year. And I remember thinking in that moment, like, nah, this is not it. Like, I didn't know what, I just knew that is what I did not want. And I knew from then I'm never gonna get a 9-to-5 job, ever. That's never gonna be my reality, right? So during those times I was in school. As I got older, 17, 18, I went to college. And when I was in college, right, as I'm getting to the end of my college years, for those of you Americans out there, college in the UK is like after high school, right? Not like university. And everyone's telling me, these were the two options I had, right? Go to university or get a job. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, hold on. So you're telling me I either go to university, which I know is not for me, right? I'm not that guy. Or two, is I got to go and get a job and just basically sell my soul. I was like, no, I'm not doing either of those. So what I decided to do is book a one-way ticket to Bangkok, right? So I'd done it with Mia. So we booked a one-way ticket to Bangkok. What we done is, after college finished up, we worked in a supermarket, right? So I worked in Waitrose for like 6-7 months, stacking $5,000, bro. For 5-6 months work, and I made $5,000, bro, right?
You showed some discipline there already, stacking at
bro,
that.
Trust me, I used to cycle to this work, and I used to work on like a motorway service station, bro. I remember times I'd be cycling to work, come home 10:30 p.m., go to the gym at 10:30 p.m. Bro, next day doing it. I was grinding. But again, my vision was going to Thailand. So during that time as well, here's a big lesson as well. Yeah, I don't know how much I've told people this part of the story, but during that time of when I was in college and when I was working my supermarket job, I wanted to start up a YouTube channel, right? And I didn't start it for 1 whole year. I procrastinated on it. I was like, I wanted to do it. Yeah, this is a big lesson about procrastination and like having an idea and not taking action on it. I was that guy. I procrastinated, bro, smoking weed all the time. My Friday night was Domino's, weed, chilling. Like literally, I was getting fat. And I always had this idea of setting up a YouTube channel, and I didn't do it for 1 year. Eventually, I got into like self-development. I read a book by Brian Tracy called Goals. I started working out, and then I started my YouTube channel. And the plan was, when I went to Southeast Asia, that would blow up, and I'll be traveling forever. I would be making money online, whatever, right? So as I go out to Southeast Asia, I'm vlogging every day, bro. You can go and check out my vlog channel, John Gabb Vlogs, and you can see my videos from years ago, right? And I was vlogging every day, bro. Editing and uploading every day for like 5 months. Bro, the subscribers are going up here. So I'm getting like 1,000 subscribers, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. And then my money runs out. So I'm like, oh shit. So I had to go back to the UK, right? Because YouTube money don't pay you like that. So I go out to
not many people know that, innit? The subscribers never match the salary, innit?
Yeah, unless you're doing big numbers. Like you can get to that level, but bro, I was only on a few thousand, right? So I go out to the UK and I'm like, had this taste of freedom. I'm living in Thailand, sunsets, moped living, freedom, didn't have to work a job. I had tasted that level of freedom. I was like, I need this, right? This has to be my life. So I go back to London and I'm there and I'm just like, I'm unsure on what to do next, right? I'm like, what do I do now? Because I've got my YouTube channel, but I don't really know what the next steps are. So I was like, I tried making my YouTube channel work for a little bit. Yeah, I was still uploading vlogs, but bro, I'm living in London now at my mum's house. It's boring. The subscribers started to like stop.
Back in the Matrix, isn't it?
Bro, trust me, like, no one was watching my videos. My views went down. I got family members telling me the videos are boring, all of this shit. And I'm like, yo, what do I do now? So I'm in a position where I'm like, oh, I've got to get a job, yeah? So I say, all right, I'm gonna start working a supermarket job. That's all I knew, bro. I was like, yeah, just get a supermarket job, right? Get some money together. And I told myself, I'll do this for 3 months, yeah? And then I'll make some money online, I'll go off again. Bro, that 3 months turned into 3 years, yeah? 3 years, bro. Not like all at once, I went traveling again, but like ultimately I was working a supermarket job for 3 years after that. And it was during these times, bro, is where I was trying to make money online. You know, I was trying, through my YouTube channel, I tried dropping a course about like mindset and stuff like that, because I had changed a lot. I tried e-commerce, bro. I tried everything. I was trying all these different ideas, right? And nothing was working. And it got to the point where I was working my supermarket job in Sainsbury's, and I actually started to have some success online. I feel like most people start with drop shipping, yeah? So I started selling this product. I actually imported the product, yeah? So I imported this product.
So you bought wholesale?
Yeah, I bought wholesale, bro. I believed in the product so much, man. I used a little mindset technique I can talk about, but I knew it was a product. I just knew, yeah? So I started selling this product. It started making me money. I was like, yo, this is popping off, bro. These times I'm listening to all these affirmations. I'm like, yeah, I'm rich. It's game over. I remember the day I was walking around the car park, pushing trolleys, snow. It was like raining that night. I used to push them in the snow, the rain, the cold. I'm pushing these trolleys around, and I'm like looking at my Shopify account. I made £1,000 that day. So I was like, bro, I'm making more money online than I am from my job. I'm gone.
Well, you quit that?
But I went and told my boss that night. I said, yo, I'm quitting, bro. I said, bro, because the thing is, guys, like, when I say this, yeah, there was so many times on my journey where where I worked, yeah, there was like, I lived with my granddad at the time, yeah, God bless that man. He was the one guy that believed in me, yeah. And where I lived, like, you would go down and there would be this like train track, yeah, and there's a bridge, and supermarket will be here, bridge is here, right? And when I'll be with Mia, right, she would go down, wait at the train station, and she would go back to her house on these, like, let's say I start on Monday, right? And then there were so many times we set a goal, like that's the day we're going to quit, bro, it never came. So,
wow.
So we're like, oh, that date we're going to quit, bro, it never came. And can you imagine how disheartening that is?
That's pain.
Pain, bro, trust me, like.
You was doing everything, right?
I was trying, bro, I was trying hard, man, trust me, I was trying hard. Both of us were.
It goes to show it's not hard work, is it?
Bro, it ain't
must
hard
be
work,
something
man.
else.
It ain't hard, we'll get onto that, bro, trust me.
It must be something else.
It's not hard work, because I was investing in courses, I was watching the YouTube videos, I paid for mentors or coaches. I'm seeing these guys making money online, yeah. I'm like, yo, it's easy, right? And yeah, so anyway, long story short, yeah, I quit my job, right? I was like, I'm gone. And I was naive, bro. I didn't realize that, you know, revenue isn't profit. You can't just live off your money. Bro, my store started to dip because it was a winter product, yeah? Store started to dip. Product started to go down. And I'm like, yo, what do I do now? So I quit my job. My money's starting to slowly run out, going down, 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 right? And then I'm in this position, bro, where, you know, I had this dream. I forgot to mention this, going away with Mia, right? As my girlfriend at the time. And it was like, going to America for our 10-year anniversary, because I met her when I was 13, right? It's like going to America, 10-year anniversary, road trip, all of that stuff. And that day was slowly approaching. And on this day, bro, imagine you have this big dream in your mind. That's the one thing motivating you for all of these years, getting you through the hard times, pushing. On my 10-year anniversary, bro, I had to pay for the meal with a voucher and a discount code. I was that broke. It was that broke. I couldn't even afford a haircut, bro. Trust me.
That's grown man pain.
Bro, trust me. I got the video on my YouTube channel, but I couldn't even afford the haircut, bro. Like, I was dead broke. And it was that night, yeah, I remember, I swear to God, bro, I just cried. I just got home, yeah, I remember lying in bed just crying. Because I was like...
I've been there.
Bro,
been there, bro. You done late that pillow talk, bro. It gets tough.
Trust, but real talk. Though,
you wake up next morning like nothing happened.
Bro, trust me.
Wake up next day, nothing happened. Try to get back to it.
But trust me, it's real talk, though. Like, you go through the challenges, and for you guys that are going through times now where you have doubts, you have fears, you have uncertainties, like questioning, will this work?
It's that part in the story.
It's part of the journey, man.
That's why everyone loves Batman.
There we go, bro.
Everyone loves Batman, because when he goes down, he's in that dark night.
Bro, that's it.
He pulls out.
That's it, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
I believe as well, you got to see the dark to see the light, you know? But yeah, that night, whatever, And I think there's a level of, I talk about this a lot, you've got to get to that level of acceptance. So if you look at the vibrational chart, it's from a book called Letting Go, but you can look it up, guys. And if you look at the vibrational chart, you got at the bottom is like fear, guilt, shame. As you go up, right, you got desire, but then you got acceptance. After acceptance comes reasoning, right? After reasoning becomes the higher emotions like love, gratitude, whatever.
And down there is anger.
Yeah, all the lower emotions,
Down there's
right?
anger. Yeah.
Exactly, bro. And I think that night I accepted it. I think I just accepted that, I am failing. I'm not succeeding. I'm not where I want to be. But from that acceptance, like I said, comes reasoning. That's when I started to question, all right, cool, why am I not succeeding? Like, why am I not getting the results I want in my life? Why am I still broke? Why am I still working in the supermarket? Huh?
It becomes very clear.
Exactly, because you're accepting it. You're not trying to deny it. Like, no, I'm good. That's when I realized, bro, the power of mindset. This is what John Gabb is, bro. I'm the mindset guy.
So before we get into mindset, there's so many things along that path that you mentioned, right? You were setting goals and you was trying to hit them. You're setting hard dates. You're doing this SMART goal system.
Trust me, bro.
Still not working.
Nah, bro.
Right? You're manifesting. You're doing affirmations. You're praying.
Yes.
Still not working. So what was it?
In what sense? Why was it not working? Or,
Why did it not work?
bro, when I reflect and I look back, it all comes down to one thing: your identity. They say in psychology, right, the person you see is the person you will be. No matter how hard I tried, I was doing very surface level stuff, right, which is still important to get going. You need discipline, consistency, focus, all of these little things. But it doesn't matter how hard you try. If your subconscious mind goes against what you want, so you have an explicit belief, you have an implicit belief, right? Explicit belief is, I want to make money online. I want to travel the world. I want to go to America. Implicit beliefs are, how am I going to make money though? I'm not smart enough. I'm not good enough. It's those little voices in your head that are there that loop around all day long. It's those people around you, your environment, those people around you who subconsciously are bringing you down. You feel uncomfortable around them. You don't want to tell them your goals because they're going to put you down. All of those people there, bro, they're bringing you down. It's your past experiences. For me, school had a huge impact on me, bro. I can't even begin to tell you. I was that kid in school, bro. I was the outcast, bro. I was a naughty guy, just being myself, but I always got shut down for that, right? I didn't think I was smart enough. All of these things, bro. So again, going back to what I said, the person you see is the person you will be. And your identity is always going to govern everything you get in your life. No matter how hard you try, if you push and you work hard to achieve something, but your internal beliefs about yourself are, I don't deserve it, I'm not good enough, this isn't for me, who am I to make this kind of money? You bring it back down. So always on my journey, when I reflect as well, whenever I was getting to the peak is when I would go back down on myself. And this happened, bro, for a long time. Even recent times though, it's still a pattern, I would say, but just not to the level it used to be. But you go up, you go down, you go up, you go down, right? So again, it wasn't the information for me, bro. I just believe I didn't see myself as somebody who was worthy, somebody who deserved to have the success they wanted. And that's what I believe it was back then. No matter how, like I said, I was doing a lot of surface level stuff. What I teach people now is I teach people to reprogram their mind. If I could go back to that version of me who was working in the supermarket, who was trying to make his goals a reality, I would say to him, bro, spend more time in what I call the unseen, right? Because your unseen is created in the seen. Most people don't understand this, but what you see in your imagination will manifest into your reality. What was I imagining back then? Although I said I wanted X, Y, and Z, it's still my subconscious mind, the beliefs I had, that's what was being manifested. So again, your subconscious mind is made up of your beliefs, your emotions, your long-term memory, your habits. So it doesn't matter what you say or what you do. If your subconscious mind goes against that, bro, it's always going to bring it into your reality.
Of course. A
prime example, when people join a gym in the new year, right? They say, I want to get in shape. They say, this is my year, everything's going to change. Consciously, bro. Consciously, they want it. But why did they stop after 2 weeks, bro? Look up the stats on this. Look up New Year's resolutions.
It's like 80%.
78%, bro. Why? And these are the things I started questioning, bro. Why is it that people have the information, they want to do it, but they don't get the result? Because their subconscious mind is working against that. So I heavily, bro, now what I do is I reprogram my subconscious mind at a deep level. And I've used a lot of different techniques. I'm actually training to become a hypnotherapist, bro, because that's what helped me a lot. So I'm going to become certified.
Remember who we was listening to for a long time,
Glenn,
bro. Glenn.
Man like Glenn Harold.
Bro, I remember because a lot of people don't know this, bro, but I took your mentorship.
Yeah, of course.
I think I was one of your earliest students
one of my first, bro.
Yeah, it was like Me and Vash.
Yeah, you and Vash, bro. There's a few others, but
I think that says it. And you know what I mean? That says it, right? High performers
100%, bro.
From nothing. And one of the key things that you mentioned, I remember this now, is you always used to say to me, like, your brain doesn't know where it is. Like, when you really think about it, your eyes, your ears, right? Your mouth, your touch, they're senses relaying things to your brain. Your brain just in there. People don't even know what it does. Like, if you look up science right now, they actually don't know what consciousness is. They just don't know. So it's clear to say that when you really do put yourself in a bad situation and you're there, you can escape. Bugsy Malone talks about this a lot.
100%.
He used to go to the park, look up, escape, right? And then when you do that and you really do it, you change your identity. A few years down the line, but I've had so many moments where I was like, fuck, I was imagining this.
Bro,
like, it's weird, bro. It's so weird.
It sounds weird, right? And this is what I'm trying to say to people. Like, mindset, the concept of mind, people think it's woo-woo and all of this stuff, but I'll just question the person watching this right now and say, all right, if mindset's woo-woo, right, and it's all this fluff that people think it is, question your past 6 months of your life. Look at your reality. And I can guarantee you right now, it's in exact correlation to the thoughts, feelings, and actions you've been taking. It's manifested into your life. So if we understand, like you were just saying, bro, that the mind does not know the difference between what's imagined and what's real. Your past experiences shape your current reality and your future, right? So if your past experiences are those that you didn't want and you're attached to them, you're holding on to them, yeah? For me, it was like, I'm a failure in school. All of these past experiences that happened to me shaped who I saw myself as, right? Bro, if I can imagine myself being a different version, my subconscious mind starts to believe that anyway. It doesn't care, bro. It doesn't understand the difference between what you imagine and what is real.
Really doesn't know where it is. And it's so hard for people to get that. Once you actually get, your brain doesn't know where it is.
Bro, that's it.
It changes everything.
1,000,000%, bro. Because you can enter into your imagination, you can see things playing out, and that will become your reality. But here's the thing where people get like tripped up on again. They do it once. They do it twice. Bro, how do you get big in the gym? How do you lose weight? It's consistency, bro.
What's that analogy you gave me about the map? Remember a call, you was like, if I drop you in a city, he was like, Tyrell, if I drop you in Paris right now and I didn't give you a map, what would you do? You go there, you'd ask for directions of other people.
Of course, bro.
But if I drop you in Paris with a map and told you to go and find the Eiffel Tower, you'd follow your plan.
Yeah.
And you said that's exactly the same with your dreams. When you've got a plan, you know exactly where you're going, you match the identity to that plan, you follow it.
Facts,
you
bro.
follow it. But most people, they have the map for a day and then they close the book.
Yep.
They write their goals down, close the book, get lost. Come back, open up, and it was like, oh, I told myself I would do that sales call, but I never did it. I told myself I'd do it, but I never did it. And it takes them months to finally sit down and open the book and follow it.
Exactly, bro. And I think the big change I made with that, I used to tell people, like what you said, bro. I say, if you're going to drive somewhere you don't know where you've been, would you just drive or would you use Google Maps? Yeah, I'd use Google Maps. Why are you not using that for your life, you know? But I think what I teach people now more so than the external kind of map, because the thing is, bro, you're not always gonna know how you're gonna get to your goal. Like I didn't predict I would be this is how I'd get there. Do you know what I'm saying to you? But what you need to have a clear map on is who you need to be, the character traits you'd have, the habits you would have, the values you hold, the man of character you would be, right?
Principles.
The principles you would follow. Identity. Who would that guy be? And if you get clear on that guy and you start to envision that guy and you keep stepping into him every day as much as you can, you just believe it, you delude yourself into believing you're already this level, that's when you get the real results, bro. And it's that, again, consistent repetition of seeing that guy, bro. That's why every morning I write down my goals, I visualize it, I see it, I play it out in my mind. I'm reenacting who I would be at the next level in my life. You know what I'm saying to you? And then when you go into your reality, you walk differently, you talk differently, you show up differently. You spend your money differently. You know what I'm trying to say? You operate as a different version of yourself.
Yeah, I remember when you first taught me that, and I walked over to the shop. I walked to the jerk chicken shop, and I ordered everything.
Bro,
jerk chicken, rice and peas, salad, coleslaw, dumplings, Guinness punch, the lot.
That's what I'm saying to you, bro. But but that's how you do it, bro.
Yeah, because some people are going in there and ordering the recession meal.
Bro,
right? It was called the recession meal. It was
for real? Is that actually a real thing?
Yeah, it was called the recession. It was called the recession, bro. It's tight out there, bro.
You see it, bro. But that's keeping you stuck.
Keeping you there.
Because look, imagine, this is what people will say. They go, oh, but when I have the money, then I'll get the whole shop. Then I'll buy the whole shop out, right? No, you do it before you're ready, bro. Because if you keep telling yourself, "Nah, I can't afford that now," you're gonna stay stuck, bro. You have to step into that reality before you feel comfortable doing it. Like multiple times, when I got my car, when I moved into my sick apartment in London, it was $1 million, bro. Again, money's not anything, but I like to say it just to give context on it, right? And I was renting it, I'm not saying I bought it, but point is, it was uncomfortable at the beginning, but that is what leveled my identity up massively, right? Coming out to Dubai, doing things out here, going to Iman's Mastermind, all of these things, bro, you feel uncomfortable doing at the beginning, but then, wait, what would my future self do, bro? They would do it, so let's do it now.
100%, bro. I had that same thing when I moved to SLS. It was $4K a month for the place, and the person was like, well, you're new to Dubai, you ain't got a bank account, you can't pay monthly, you got to pay for the year. I remember saying to myself, scratching my head, and I'm thinking, boy, 40 grand. I was like, I've never spent 40 grand on anything. And then I was like, what would the venture capitalist do? He'd buy the place. Because what's there? Investors. And who starts coming for the place? Rick Ross, fucking Meek Mill, Central C, coming for the building. And I'm like, this is where it's at.
Bro, trust me, bro.
Right? This is where it's at.
You've got to put yourself in them situations where it's uncomfortable, man. And as you do that, you level up, and that's just how you do it, bro. It's literally that simple. You got to do the things you would be doing at that future version of yourself. And I think, you know, people, again, when I moved into my apartment in London, for example, people are like, oh, that's not a smart move. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, people just look at it straight away as financially, is it smart? Bro, it's not about that always, right? It's like, what are the other benefits of living in an area like that? It was a sick area in London, bro. There was one day when I was just moving out of that, bro, I saw in one day 5 Rolls Royces, 5 Ferraris, and I think it was 5 Lambos. And I was like, this is why you move to those areas, because you see the abundance there. You see everything that's going on around there, and it hits your subconscious mind, bro. And you realize, oh, it's normal. It's like possible. Being in Dubai as well. Like you see Rolls Royces, Ferraris every day, Lambos every day. I saw Bugatti the other day. It's normal.
The G-Wagons like a daily.
G-Wagons like they're just some like Ford Focus in London, bro.
Literally, bro. And you know, it's interesting what you say, because there's science that says, you know, if you say you want to see a yellow car, it's likely that you're going to see more yellow cars.
Yeah, of course, bro.
So when you're in a position where Ferraris and Lamborghinis and stuff like that are normal, what's going to happen? You're going to start to see more. You're going to start to attract more. You take a kid that's in one of these rich estates in Dubai and you go plug him in London, right? He's still going to make more money than the average person.
100%, bro.
Because the average kid in London is only exposed to knife crime, violence, pessimism, no money, broke, putting £5 in your petrol. Bro, I remember when that was a thing. Like, it's a trend to just put £5 in your petrol and run it till it's gone. Like, £5 in your £5 in your tank, run it till it's gone.
But you see, that's what keeps you in that pessimism mindset, bro. Paradigms of like what you think is possible, all of that stuff right there, man.
Exactly. It's that broke mentality. And I want to touch on one thing real quickly, is that reprogramming. So what are some practical steps to reprogram your mind?
Well, it's real simple, man. You first of all need to define who you want to be, what you want. Second of all, you need to use your imagination. You need to see it in your mind. How do you do that, bro? 3 steps process, yeah? One is you need to become very calm and relaxed. Your subconscious mind is not going to be receptive if you're conscious, right? If you're sitting up and you're using your conscious mind, because it's going to basically block out and filter out the things that are true and not true. It's trying to keep you safe and save energy. So you've got to become calm and relaxed and present. How do you do that? You meditate. So step 1, calm and relaxed, present in this moment. Step 2, start to feel. Yeah, keyword, feelings of gratitude, of love, higher frequency emotions, right? Because when you're on a higher frequency, you're going to start to operate from that, again, that future version of you. Think about it. If you're making the money you want, if you're blessing your family, if you're already successful, you're going to feel different. So the more you step into gratitude and love, the higher frequency you're on. And then step 3 is start to see that vision you've wrote down playing out in your mind. So that's where I kind of let my imagination just go wild. So I'll look at my vision board before I meditate, read over my goals, who I am, all of this stuff, right? And then when I enter into this calm and relaxed, feeling emotions of gratitude and love, then I start seeing these scenes playing out. Here's the key difference though, guys. I'm not trying to visualize in the sense of like, oh, that's what I want, bro. No, I'm stepping into that reality. It's not separate, bro. This is. I used to always think this, yeah. And then I heard Andy Frisella say it on a podcast, and I was like, confirmation, right? But you have to realize, bro, what's the difference between what you see in your imagination and what you're seeing right now in this physical reality, bro? This could be an illusion right now.
Nothing.
We could be dreaming this right now.
100%.
And when you're doing that, bro, the only difference, the only thing separating you from where you are now and that thing you see in your imagination is time, right? That's it. And even time's an
It's an
illusion.
illusion.
There we go.
Yeah.
So the more you start stepping into that reality, bro, you've experienced it, man. I've experienced it. It just, your life starts to unfold and things start to, but bro, like it was only probably a year and a bit ago. I wrote down, I'm going to go to Dubai. I'm going to network with great people. I'm going to do this and this and this, all of this stuff, bro. Bro, a year later, opportunity comes, go to Dubai, go to Iman's Mastermind. I'm there, I'm on a yacht, I'm networking with multi-millionaires, bro. I'm like, okay, cool. It just unfolds. So when I write my vision down, bro, I just know it's going to unfold.
And it starts small and you develop confidence.
Facts.
Because now at this stage, what you're saying is like, you have pure confidence in this.
Yes, bro.
Because you've built it up.
Yep.
But what a lot of people don't realize is that they haven't given them the chance, the key word, the chance, the opportunity to even build that confidence.
Bro,
Because
trust me.
like you said, subconsciously, they don't even believe in themselves.
Yo, that's the biggest one, bro. So I'm saying again, if you don't believe in yourself, you've got to just clarify who would you be at that future self, use your imagination, see that guy playing out the scenes. And then of course, I'm not saying you just sit there and it just comes, you've got to do the work, bro. You've got to take the action to get there.
Because that's what your future self would do.
Exactly, bro.
That's
He
the
will be
key part.
operating like he would be. But this is the thing though. Most people, here's a big paradigm shift for a lot of people, right? Most people operate from this: doing, being, then having, right? So if they're like, oh, I'm gonna do more to be that guy, to have more. But what happens, bro? If you're doing it from a paradigm of your identity, the being part, because identity simply means repeated beingness, bro. Did you know that? So identity is repeated beingness. So if you see yourself as a guy, let's just say, quote unquote, you see yourself as a failure, you see yourself as a guy who's not winning, you see yourself as a guy who's not at that level he wants to be at, you can take action. But what you're always going to default back to is your current identity. Like I said before, you always get that which you think you are worth, what you think you deserve, and how you see yourself. So if you're trying to do more, to be more, you're always going to go back on yourself.
Interesting.
If you're trying to, let's say you're trying to get in shape, yeah, but you're doing it from the paradigm of I'm fat or I'm out of shape, I'm skinny, you're always going to see yourself as that guy. So you're always going to get those results back. But when you start to be that version, like think about it, yeah. When I started to get in the best shape of my life, bro, I said, who would John be at that level when he's fucking putting on loads of size? I went from 87 kg to 100 kg. Who would that guy be?
Your height is not easy,
bro. 6'5" as
you
well.
know how hard that's like an average NBA athlete,
Bro,
and they struggle.
That's what I'm saying to you, bro. But I said, who would I be? Who would that guy be? Because I tried to get in shape for years, had the workout plans, was doing the things I needed to do. I wasn't being it. So when I said, all right, who would that guy be? I say, yo, he would be disciplined as fuck. He would be getting up at 4:45 every day. He would be hitting hard in the gym, right? Maxing out every set, every rep. He would be eating the right foods. And I started to really define who that guy would be. That's when I got in the best shape of my life. You see what I'm trying to say to you? Same with business. Who would that guy be? So now it's like, all right, cool. As I'm looking at my business now, I'm like, it's not about what do I want? It's like, who do I need to be, bro? I need to be a better fucking leader. So I need to look at that and say, okay, well, how would you define that guy? Well, he's more decisive. He's more fearless, right? He leads his team better. He has more confidence in himself. So it's, again, shifting my being of who I am. I'm not saying, again, you don't have to do the work, but most people are trying to do from a flawed paradigm. They're not being that person they need to be. So it's like, bro, you can take the action, bro. How many people enroll in courses, they watch the YouTube videos, they start off, but then they always default back to how they see themselves.
And this is
Guaranteed.
interesting. Touching on courses, right? You're the head coach, the head mindset coach for Iman Gadzhi's program, right? Sell-out program. How many students has it got around?
10,000, bro, I don't even know, like 20, 30,000, some mad amount.
What's the most, out of those 20, 30,000 people, what's the most common things you see?
Bro, I mean, look, I speak to, not only in that community, I work in a lot of communities, right? I speak to probably 200 people on a weekly basis, yeah. The common things I would see, and look, I mainly work with, I would say, the beginner entrepreneur, right? The guy who's starting off, who's trying to hit that first 10K a month. So I'm talking specifically to these guys right now. It's real simple, bro. They're not being the version of themselves at 10K a month, right? So they're still operating from their old paradigm. So they get the course, they get the information, but what holds them back, bro? Fears, doubts, worries, all of these fucking stories in their mind. And they're not being the future version of themselves. And it's like, how can you create something, bro, if you are so focused on being a different version of that? It doesn't align, bro. Check this out. Let's say, for example, if you can't consciously be aware of an experience in your reality you want, how are you going to experience that, bro? You can't. Your brain will block it from happening. So let's say 2 years ago, I remember going into the Louis Vuitton store, yeah? I'm in the Louis Vuitton store. I'm looking around like, bro, how are they buying this stuff?
Yeah, how can you afford it?
Bro.
I always used to ask that as well.
So how can I think about that version there, bro?
Yeah.
How can he ever go in there and
afford
buy it?
Never,
bro. But as I started to, again, bro, this was my vision like 2 years ago. I wrote it down. It's like, yeah, buy these trainers, whatever it is. When I go in there, bro, it feels normal. You see, this is the key thing. I say this is the big.
And you just tap it. You don't even look.
Exactly, bro. But
That's when you hit that level, you just start not
don't
looking
even,
at shit.
I tried the shoes on. I said, yeah, I'll take them.
Yeah.
That was it. But this is what I'm saying to you, bro. This is the golden question, yeah? Do you feel like that version now? And if you don't, here's the secret, bro.
It's no surprise.
Yeah, and
if you don't, it's no surprise where you are.
Exactly.
Acceptance.
And then imagine
you have
this
to be
as well.
hard on yourself like that. Like sometimes you have to really
that's another
have
point.
to.
But check it out, bro. If you think about when you're going to hit your 10K goal, bro. When you hit your first 10K, maybe 50K, whatever it was you surprised?
Bro, remember I hit my first 10K on your program.
Of course,
Of
course, bro.
No, it's no surprise. Yeah.
The mindset guy, of course. But the point is, okay, let me ask you, did you feel surprised though?
I wasn't even bothered.
Because it's normal.
I didn't give a shit.
This is what
because
I'm saying.
Because I've realized that it means nothing.
This is what I'm saying to you, bro.
I remember mapping out, I was like, right, it's still on my wall, right? Tesla, penthouse, freedom, e-commerce investor, right? Top of mind, I remember those things, right?
Yeah, I remember them.
That was there. And then when I got to 10K, I was chasing the wrong things.
Bro, of course.
I was actually quite disappointed. I was like, why not ask for more? I was like, John told me ask for more. I thought that was more. That's not even enough.
That's a big lesson that you got to ask for more. But my point is, you see what I'm saying to you, bro? When you get to the level, it shouldn't feel uncomfortable. It shouldn't feel like, oh, this is our norm. Because you've been the guy for so long now.
Exactly.
When it comes to you, like, yeah, all right, cool. So when I'm in Dubai now, living in Dubai, just got the penthouse, went to the Iman's Mastermind. Bro, I'm not there like, oh my God. I'm just like, I knew.
Big difference, right? I'll tell you 100% facts, bro, because we organised the Luke Belmar event, right? We spoke about this, right? I told you, people were turning up. 200 people showed up, fainting, all sorts. And I seen a little bit of disappointment in Belmar's eyes. A little bit. I looked at him, I was like, I know he's a bit disappointed. Not because of the amount of people showed up. Not because of the gratitude, not because of the gifts, but because of the identity of the people that showed up. Because those were them people.
Yes,
they were like leeches, like literally by pulling energy out of the man. And like, right? When you turn up and people are listening and you know they're going to take action, it's kind of like you get more energy.
Bro, facts.
It gives you energy helping other people. Because that's why we do this, right? That's the reason why Luke do this. We know this, right? But I seen he was losing energy, getting tired, a little bit frustrated. People asking the dumbest questions. They weren't taking action. They already knew the answer before they showed up. Right? And when you go and see Iman, do you pull up to Iman and do you go, oh, Iman, no, oh my God, right? No, you don't.
Of course not, bro.
You pull up because you're already that person.
Of course, bro.
And you relate and meet on a level.
Of course, bro. That's it.
And that's how you, first of all, extract better information.
Yep, of course.
Because they're gonna see past, everybody has a filter at a certain level.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this guy's not ready for that information.
Facts. But
or do you deserve it?
That's it as well, bro. And I think another big lesson, kind of linking to this, but when I say it, one of the biggest things I say to people, you need to have a clear vision of where you're going, right? You need to know where you're trying to go in your life. And for a long time, I think a lot of people, they compare themselves to other people, they look at other people. Bro, I met Iman when he was 16, right? So I've seen this guy just completely blow up and go on and do a madness. I'm not at Iman's level. And before that used to like fuck with me a little bit. And other people I'd see as well. And I'd be like, why am I not at that level? But then I realized one thing, bro. God's timing is perfect. Yeah. And what I realized is my vision I've wrote down will come in perfect timing. But I've just got to trust in God.
And it's that chart again that you said.
Yep.
Right? First thing that happens, and this is, people don't realize this is completely normal. It's okay to be frustrated, to be angry or jealous at another man's success. Mm-hmm. That's because you're competitive. That's good.
Yep.
Right? When you go to a football game and you lose, you should be fucking pissed off.
Of course, bro.
Right? So when you're trying to be successful and you see Iman put out a better video, it should fucking piss you off. You should be like, fuck this guy, right? Like, because it's competition.
Of course,
and they enjoy that, right? Yeah. But staying at that level keeps you behind.
Bro, exactly. It's where you put your energy. Where focus goes, energy flows. Yeah. I think it's just about this, bro. The way I see it is real simple. You got to focus the energy on what you want. So if you look at another guy and you go, why am I not there, whatever it is, bro, you just say, that's inspiring me.
Exactly.
Thank you. I'm gonna put that energy onto me, right? That's the best way to view it, bro. Because if you sit there, bro, I've never been a jealous guy, right? Might get like, inspired by somebody, or be like, damn, I want to overtake them. But bro, jealousy is the weakest thing, bro, because you're basically subconsciously telling yourself, I'm not gonna get there. I don't think I can get there. But again, it goes back to the vision of what you want.
Jealousy, envy, greed, gluttony, and a few others. 7 deadly sins.
Bro, trust me, you know.
It's ridiculous,
Yeah.
right? And like, this is the interesting thing. I call it downloads. So I look at it and I'm like, I'm downloading this information because if you can, we'll speak about Iman Gadzhi's Mastermind. We still got like 15 minutes left, right? But if you could look at Iman Gadzhi's, what he's doing from a different third person perspective, it's likely that you still could have extracted that information which you've absorbed through a 25K mastermind. Look at the strategy. When is he posting his videos? What times is he doing? What thumbnails is he doing? How many thumbnails? How many headlines is he testing? Or bare variables, right?
Mad variables.
Bare variables, right?
Their thing goes deep, bro.
Exactly. But you could download that information from a third person perspective if you block out that filter of jealousy, envy, feeling frustrated. So I always call it downloads. It's like you said earlier, Andy Frisella, you touched on it, it's tiny. Andy Frisella's a fucking G.
Yeah, you know it.
But he says things that might piss people off because he's so straightforward.
Yep.
So if you're worried about his opinions and politics, that blocks your filter to being able to understand the value that he's given.
Yeah, of course, bro, of course.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
But if you look at it in terms of downloads, like, oh, Andy said you're supposed to be disciplined. He said 90 days hard or whatever, right? 75 days hard. He said write down your goals. He said do this. He said do that. I don't care about what he's doing, right? You download the information of what he's doing well. So it's completely right what you're saying. So tell me about the Iman Gadzhi Mastermind, because that's what I'm gonna extract 25 grand worth of information from John right now, right? So
this is why everyone's here, bro. We know we're putting this in the title, bro. You know it. This is why everyone's here right now, bro. Listen, what can I say, man? It was a 3-day event, right? And 100% worth every penny. Right, some people are probably gonna get triggered by that. 25 grand on a mastermind.
Pennies,
bro.
Investment.
But you got to realize as well, if you're gonna spend that, bro, the guy's making multiple millions a year, bro. To spend time around someone like that is priceless, bro.
Doing you a favor.
Bro, he's doing, bro. I got a deal, bro.
Yeah.
He got robbed. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But point is, the biggest thing I took away from the event, there's a lot of stuff, tactical wise, business wise, all of that stuff, bro. But you know what it was, man? Seeing Iman, the way he carries himself, and again, who he is, the guy he is, right? He is at that level because he sees himself as a guy at that level. And I remember years ago, one of his videos he put out, and he goes, I always saw myself as a winner, right? I remember that. And that's what it comes down to. The way he sees himself is a person he's being. And the other thing was how much he knows himself, right? For example, they were talking about, there was another heavy hitter in the room. He's doing multiple millions. He works with guys who do 80 million a year. He's like a marketer, right? And he said to Iman, he put his hand up, he's like, Iman, you know you could be making like 80 million a year. I think Iman does like 20 million a year with Educate or something like that. He's put it out online, so that's cool. But he said, yeah, you could do 80 million. If you had like back end, you had upsells, all of this stuff. And Iman's like, I don't want to do that. He's like, I just don't want to do it. It's just headache. I just don't want to do it. He knows himself. And it made me realize how I would get, let's say if somebody said that to me, I might be like, oh, should I do that? Do I do that? No. But I wouldn't know myself. But I think that's something I really observe from him is he knows himself what he wants and what he doesn't want. So most people I speak to, right, they don't know what they want. They don't know what they don't want. So every time they hear a bit of information, this is why I kind of hate the online marketing space, bro, because you get these guys who say, yeah, this is the best business model to start. Bro, there is no best business model. It is what do you want to do? What will work for you? It will work, right? But Iman knows himself very well. That was another big takeaway.
Know yourself, know the enemy. We'll never be defeated in 1,000 battles.
There we go, bro.
And the journey is just the journey of self.
Yep, that's it, bro. That is it. That is it, fully. You got to know yourself, man. And I took that away. And other than that, bro, there was so many nuggets I took away, like how they structure their YouTube channel, the funnel, the way they structure their sales team, the way they host events, all of these things that go into it. But for me, bro, again, I've always said this, that's like, for me, it's like 10%, bro. It's not that deep what they're doing. It's pretty simple. It's not easy, but it's very simple, right? What I was more taken back by was just the mindset of Iman and his team, right? The way they think about stuff, the way they operate, the way they carry themselves. You you can just tell they're very sophisticated. They're very, you know, just on point. They know what they're doing. And I think that was my biggest takeaway overall from the whole event.
That's
and,
interesting.
Yeah, bro, that was probably my biggest takeaway, being around him.
Tell me more about the character
Of Iman.
Yeah, I wanna go into detail, because I'll tell you what I seen last time. I've only ever seen him once.
Yeah.
Bear in mind, he gave me a few books, right? Reality, Transurfing, Psychology and Money, and Psycho-Cybernetics.
This
right?
guy, bro,
I read them 3 books and I was like mind boggled.
Bro, trust me. I said to Iman at the event, I said, "What, bro? I know he didn't let on fully, yeah." I said to him, "Bro, tell me your principles you learned from reality transurfing." He's like, "I don't really know, bro. I know he won't let." Cap.
Because why? Because he's like 17. Why the fuck? He was 17 then.
Trust me,
and he gave me reality transfer, and it blew my mind. Like
Yeah.
the books like that, and I was thinking, hold on a sec. I'm asking this guy a question to get rich. Like straight up, I was one of those leeches. And I can speak about this. I always speak about these things because I used to be that type of person. So I completely know what the people are thinking before they even think it, right? So I've walked up to him. I've asked him, what's the best books? I'm thinking he's going to give me like fucking some money make money online books, right? This book by Richard Branson or something, right? No. Reality Transurfing. And then I open Reality Transurfing and it just blows my mind.
That book's a mad one. Bro.
So I'm like, he's been doing that then.
Well, that's what it is then, bro. If you look at reality, reality transurfing, what's one of the principles it talks about in there? You know, seeing the slides playing out, right?
Yeah.
In other words, vision.
Yeah.
If you look at Iman, right, even if you go back and watch his old videos, yeah, he always operated and acted like that future version of himself.
He knew what he was doing then.
He knew.
Which like gives that type of stuff gives me goosebumps. When he's there as a kid, and you look into his eyes. He knows what he's about to do.
Bro, trust me.
He knows in a
bro.
few years he's going to whip them back.
Bro.
Because he told me the same shit.
Bro,
he
trust
was like,
me.
record your content early. And I'm thinking he's talking about like couple grand, whatever, like get to a certain, be like the king of agency.
Yep.
Now I finally realized that he was doing them videos because he knew he was going straight to the top.
100%.
Crazy.
He knew. And that's what I'm saying to you. That's what I took away, just observing him, the way he carries himself, the way he is. And other things like, you know, we were in the lift together, yeah, and he's like, "Yeah, I bought a G-Wagon yesterday, Brabus." Just casual, bro. It's just but it's normal for him. Mm-hmm. And I remember saying, "Oh, just casual, yeah." Even me saying that is a level of disbelief, right? When I think about it, because I'm like, "Oh, just casual, yeah." He's like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Oh, damn!" Like it's literally normal for him. So if I can't comprehend that right now at this level, just buying a G-Wagon, Brabus, bro, this guy pulled up his team, bro, Rolls Royce, Range Rover, G-Wagon. Yeah. Normal though.
Normal.
It's just normal.
Bro, it blows my mind still to this day, bro. Like when I see those kinds of movements, like one guy, multiple cars, but not multiple cars, like multiple top tier cars, blows my mind.
Bro, that's it, man.
And that's the thing is, are you going to take inspiration?
Of course, you have to.
Or are you going to draw jealousy?
Bro, you got to take inspiration, bro. You can't listen. You can't ever get like negative feelings from that, bro. You got to be inspired by it. Otherwise, you don't want it. You don't want it. Simple as that. But I think ultimately, bro, the principle is, you know, this is for anyone, right? Any successful person who I know or I've been coached by or spoke with, they be the version before they are it. It's that simple, bro. So as I'm going to the next levels in my life, bro, it's all about just who do I need to be? And the more I obsess about that, not even obsess, I don't like that word, right? Because it's meant to be very natural and normal, but the more I start seeing those scenes playing out, bro, just, I know, yeah, my personal brand's gonna blow up. I know I'm gonna launch a new company, it's gonna fucking blow up, right? I know it's all gonna unfold. I know I can see very clearly the next steps in my life. I know exactly where I'm gonna be at 30. I see the scenes playing out, bro. And then I step into that reality now. And the more I do that, yeah, the more it just becomes normal. So like I said, bro, in Dubai, living in the penthouse, going to the Mastermind, whatever it is, bro, it's just like, this is normal. This isn't weird for me. This isn't like out of context. This is like, yeah, I've seen this playing out.
You can always tell, but 100% when sometimes people get like goosebumps when they come to Dubai and they're like, oh my God, you just got to embody it.
Trust me, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
It's just normal, bro. It's normal.
Exactly.
And yeah, that's what I mean.
So give me let's drop some wisdom, bro. Who is God? Big U-turn.
Yeah, that was a big U-turn, bro.
Who is God?
See, I'm a big believer in God. You can say God, you can say your subconscious mind, you can say infinite intelligence, you can say universal powers. the way I see God is just a higher power, bro. A higher power that's guiding us. And that's the way I look at him personally. That's my relationship with God. It's just a higher power, someone of, infinite intelligence, guides me, it shows me the way. That's how I view God, man.
Would you say that you are religious?
Would I say I am religious? Not necessarily. Not necessarily, bro. Although I do believe in God, I do believe Jesus guides me as well, right? But would I say I am religious in that sense? Probably not, but I believe it's something I will move more and more into. Because on my journey, there's been times where God has no doubt guided me.
Just undeniable,
And
innit?
bro, I got stories how I connected with Jesus, bro. Like a deep level, bro.
What's the story?
Bro, I can get into it now on another podcast, but
We got... No, okay. We might have to hold
gonna have
that.
to be on another one, bro.
Comment if you want to know the story.
Like listen, I grew up, I was like Christian, right? But I never really believed in God, didn't believe in the church, all of that stuff. Then after my granddad passed away, right? That's when I found Ed Milet, like I mentioned. I don't know if I might have mentioned it, but I found a guy called Ed Milet. I started learning from this guy a lot. And Ed Milet talks about God. And I remember I was at this point in my life, my granddad passed away. And there was this day, and I had invested in this seminar in London, yeah? This was during when the thing was going on. I'm not going to say it on YouTube, but you know what I mean. And it got cancelled, so they done it online. Anyway, going to this event, you got a chance to win a ticket with Ed Milet to speak with him one-on-one with like 4 other people. And there's like, bro, 1,000+ people at this event. And I said in the morning, bro, these times I was like mad depressed, right? My granddad passed away, like it was crazy times, yeah? And I said to myself, I remember praying in the shower, I said, like, God, show me a sign. Show me a sign, yeah? And that day I went to the event, it was online. And they're announcing the first golden ticket winner. And I'm like sitting there, I'm like, yeah, I got this. It wasn't me. So, all right, cool. Second person, they're like, John Gabb. I was like, yo. But then check this out. There was 3 other people who could win. Who got the 5th one? Mia. And it was at that moment, bro, I was like, yeah, God is real. And
That's out of thousands of people.
Out of thousands of people, bro. And Ed Milet, yeah, I swear to you, like, I will become friends with this man. It's already done. I know it.
Of course,
me
too. I know Andy Frisella, Ed Milet. We're sitting down with the big leagues, bro.
It's already
and Ed Milet, when you see this, no.
It's already done, bro.
No.
I've already spoke to this guy one-on-one. He
Exactly.
roasted me for basically, he was like, oh, you're pushing over your skis or something like that with Mia. So he roasted me, bro, his jokes. Anyway, but the point is, yeah, that's when I knew God was real.
Yeah.
On my journey, yeah, when I connected with Jesus specifically, bro, again, it'll have to be on another podcast, but the connection, bro, it was, I can't even get into it right now, bro, but it was in Mexico in Tulum, and I felt his spirit come in me, bro, and it was, my life was never the same again, like, never the same again, bro.
That's crazy.
So am I religious? No, I wouldn't say I'm religious, but I definitely believe in God, and I have a relationship with Jesus, and that's how I'd say, man.
So the last 2 questions that I always ask in any interview, this is a secret method. I'm a golden ticket to any go-getter out there, right? When you see somebody of stature, of inspiration, the 2 questions I always ask is, what is your biggest success and what is your biggest failure? Because a wise man learns from the mistakes of others and a fool learns from the mistakes of his own.
My biggest success, bro, would be biggest success, bro. I wouldn't have one specific success, but I would say every time I coach people and I give it 100%, bro, and I come from the heart and I know I'm changing lives, bro. And that for me is my success, bro. Every week I speak to hundreds of people and I get to bless them and share my message with them, and I know I'm changing lives, man. That's my biggest success. Just my pure intention, man. My pure intention to change lives. That's my biggest success, bro.
And the failure?
Not asking for more, bro. Not asking for more. Not asking for bigger stuff, bro. Because I'm getting it all. Not asking for more, bro. Straight up.
And the last thing before we close it off, I wrote down a question. And, I followed you for a long time. I know the story. So I wanted to make this a moment. Give me a message to your granddad.
I'm going to make you more proud than you can ever imagine. And of course, No slacking, bro. No slacking. Thank you, my bro.
Good stuff, John. Thank you for having me.
This
bro.
needed to be longer, but we're going to have to do a part 2. Let us know.
Guys, if you want a part 2, let me know. There's so many things that we've discussed, and sometimes with podcasts, you know, I'm going to say that, I probably said it in the intro, but you got to take the time to listen to things a few times. You can't just come on a journey and think that, yeah, great, and then go back to your normal life, because you don't want to be there. If you're watching this, you don't want to be where you are, right? So you've learned something today. No matter what position in life you have, you've learned something. So go back a few times, listen to it a few times, take notes, map out the plan, and take action. 25K Mastermind, you've saved it. God knows how much John's going to be charging in the future for coaching. You've saved it. My presence, priceless, right? and you've saved it,
Turn
right?
into an M&S advert, bro. If you know, you know.
Thank you very much for tuning in, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hit me up on Instagram as well, at John Gabb.
At John Gabb.
Let's go.
Right.
Sick, bro.